Between the Houston Texans and the Mexico City Diablos. In motion left goes a tight end. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Play clock winding down. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Flex round! Flex Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
first carry for Lamar Miller. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Come on, let's go. Run, 38. Let's run.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. No, check. All right, here we go. Green 19. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Miller in motion right. On third down, it's Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Watson now on second down. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watson now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got room and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Gun! 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 Kill! All right, here we go.
Now Hunt. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. Leopard!
On third down, it's Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And here comes the Texans now. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, here's Watson. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! Ohio! Here we go! What?
Now it's Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he coughed it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now it's Hunt, and an alley to run. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Miller. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you've got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field and not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Play clock winding down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
They run again with Hunt. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Watson now to throw on third down. Eluding the press. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A toss play to Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to find Conley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, here we go. Watch it. No. Check. Patriots. Over. Leopard.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this one is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Miller. And an alley to run. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. And this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, it's Miller, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now back out comes the offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
All right, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they take a knee. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.